As I was getting ready to edit this video you're about to watch, I started to realize in the sequence of events, we've been in the vineyard, we talked about how we manage grapes, we talked about the harvest, and this video is going to show you the crush. I had a little gap in the sequence of events and I wanted to go full circle and show you exactly what happens. So even before we go out into the vineyards for the harvest, the mothers, the grandmothers, the daughters prepare an incredible feast for us as we're out working. It starts out with pastries and coffee before we go in and start to cut. Then after we're cutting and filling these 20-kilo baskets, we come back to the family home and they have for us grilled meats, sausages, lasagna, pasta, incredible amounts of food, and also incredible amounts of wine. When you get there, all you hear is the word mangi, mangi, over again. They want you to eat. They want you to drink. They're proud of the previous vintages of wine. And everything is served to abundance. But what's more important, it's a celebration of the harvest that we're going to take into the cantina and crush immediately. Yes, the harvest, the feast, and the crushing all happens on the same day. It's hot, it's exhausting, you're sweaty, but it's such a beautiful event full of thousands of years of tradition. This is how these folks in Campania, Italy have done this for centuries, and we were thrilled to be a part of it. Now, when I talk about massive amounts of food, they fed us till we couldn't eat anymore. And I think you'll notice from my tone in this next video, we maybe had a little more wine than we probably should have, but it was such a beautiful, beautiful event. So stick around. Here it comes, making wine in the cantina. Thanks for tuning into No Wine in No Time. I'm your host, Dave, and I'm here with Giovanni Esposito. So today you saw we were out in the vineyard and we were picking Aglianico e Pedroso, so two different grapes to bring into the vineyard. So Giovanni does straight Aglianico and the Pedroso e Aglianico blend. So it all starts here in his cantina. So in the cantina, we take the beautiful grapes that we harvested today and we crush them. So what we're going to do, Giovanni, let's pick them up. So look, beautiful grapes from today's harvest. This is from today. We're sweaty, we're hot, but we need to crush those grapes. So let's put them in the hopper. So we put them in the hopper, and then Giovanni is going to push the button. Go ahead. Let's crush the grapes. So what's happening now is we're crushing the grapes, and those grapes themselves are being turned into must. So we have juice, we have skins, we have pulp. Okay? So we have juice, we have skins, we have pulp. This is what we call must in the wine world. So we're going to take and transfer this must into these fermentation tanks. Now, this is a very small operation. So when we think about some of the grandiose wineries we visited, this is a family winery. And this is one that produces wine for his own consumption. But the process and how the wine is produced is exactly the same. So they're going to take and introduce these wines to these fermentation tanks. So now we have juice, we have skins, we have pulp. So what we're going to do is pump the wine over that. So think about a tea bag. So when we have a tea bag and we place the tea bag into a hot cup of water, what happens is if we leave the tea bag in for a short period of time, we have a very lightly colored tea. If we leave it in for a long time, we have a dark colored tea. So these skins that are on the Aglianico and Pedroso, those skins are going to be the tea in our tea bag. So we're going to place them into these fermentation tanks, then we're going to pump the juice over the skins multiple times per day, and what that does is that extracts phenolic compounds, which are the purple that makes purple in wine, and also the tannins, the beautiful tannins and structure
that we have in wine. All the while, we are fermenting the wine with the beautiful, beautiful indigenous yeast that we have on the grapes naturally. So when you talk about a natural wine, this is exactly how it works. We're not introducing artificial yeast, we're using indigenous yeast, which is absolutely beautiful. Now when this fermentation takes place, let's say in 15 to 21 days, then at that point, we're going to take the wine and put it into a press. We're going to remove the must, the skins, the seeds, the pulp, and we're going to go ahead and introduce that back to the vineyard so that that's used for fertilizer for next year, and then that wine juice is going to be placed in barriques. You can't see it, but it's off to my right, where the barrique aged wine will spend 2 to 4 years, depending on what it is, to produce the beautiful Pedroso, Aglianico, and Tarazzi wines. Absolutely phenomenal. So Giovanni's impatient. I got to get back to work. So I'm going to leave you guys go, and I'm going to ask that you tune in next time, because soon you'll know wine in no time.